Alright, so as you guys should know, the Royal Rumble is the next pay-per-view. I do these every year, so let's do it this year again. So if I can magically somehow see it in the future, these are the wrestlers I see magically returning at the Royal Rumble. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Brandon Ange here, and welcome back to another top 5 video. So this is Friday, so it's top 5 Fridays. Finally doing the top 5 video on a Friday this time. Sometimes I do them on Saturdays and still do the top 5 Friday, because it's fun to pretend, right? So anyway, the Royal Rumble is the next pay-per-view coming up. I'm going to use this as a chance to promote. So as you guys may have heard, I am going to the Royal Rumble. I'm going to the Raw after the Royal Rumble. I'm going to the show the night before the Royal Rumble, the Worlds Collide show. So those are 3 amazing vlogs right there that will be coming to the channel. So definitely don't miss those. And I'm actually doing a vlog before I go to Texas. So it's like a warm-up vlog. It's going to be WWE Live in Knoxville. So make sure you subscribe and turn on the little belly thing to know when those vlogs come up. If you haven't seen my vlogs before, you're in for a treat. You should definitely go check out the other ones if you haven't seen them before. But anyway, enough of rambling in the beginning of this top 5. Let's go ahead and jump in. These are the top 5 wrestlers that possibly, maybe, magically could return at the Royal Rumble this year. Alright, number 5. So number 5 isn't necessarily like a specific wrestler. It's not necessarily a return, but it's, if I didn't mention someone from NXT, I would get comments being like, what about this person? Okay, so there's going to be some NXT people in it, which are surprises, but they're not surprise returns necessarily, but still, it's going to be cool. So there's could be a bunch of NXT, I'm sure there will be a bunch of NXT people in the Royal Rumble, both of them, the men's and women's Royal Rumbles. And that's what this video is. This isn't just for the men's match, because we do a men's and women's match now, so it's both. This is what the top 5 is. But basically, NXT people, NXT UK people, whatever we want to refer to them as. There's a bunch of those kind of people, and they could be in the Rumble. Those could be big surprises, but if I didn't put this on the list, I would get comments about why there isn't an NXT people on the list. Because it's not a return. They're already in the company, even though it's a different version or a different subcategory of the company. Alright, number 4. Number 4 is a possible return from someone who's been injured for a quite long time. It's going to be a rumor for the Women's Royal Rumble. Riott is someone who hasn't been seen in a while, basically because she has she got injured quite badly and had to be out on the shelf for a very long time. And I think she's getting closer to a return. I'm not sure if she's going to quite be there in Rumble time, but never know. She could pull off a miracle, or maybe she's already cleared. We don't know what's actually going on. We're not there every day to know what's going on in the wrestlers' recovery from their injuries, but Riott is definitely someone who could be in the Women's Royal Rumble. It could be a surprise return. We'll just honestly have to wait and see what happens there. Alright, number 3. Number 3 is going to be Nia Jax for the Women's Royal Rumble. So Nia Jax is, I believe, someone everyone would guess if you guys were putting together like your own possible surprise returns. I think Nia Jax is someone you guys would put on your list, because she's someone who was in both Rumbles last year for some reason. I'm saying the Rumble return is going to be in the Women's Royal Rumble. Maybe she'll even win it. We don't know. But basically, Nia Jax was out. She kind of like the worst luck. It was both of her knees, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but it was both of her knees. I don't know exactly what it was. I want to say it was like knee replacement surgery or something, but I don't know. I don't want to say 100%. If I ever say anything wrong in any video ever, I don't get upset if you guys correct me in the comments. I like to know so I don't say it again in a future video. So if I say something wrong, definitely let me know. But Nia Jax, she has been working very hard for this recovery. She's had the surgery like I think a whole year ago. So she's definitely overdue for a return. And if they're going to have someone return for a surprise, it's Rumble season, so let's do it. So I believe I can say with certainty, almost 100%, Nia Jax will be a surprise return at the Royal Rumble. Alright, number 2. Number 2 is someone, and this could happen, I don't know. There's rumors that it could happen, and there's rumors that it could not happen. So this is a wait-and-see return kind of thing, just like the last 2. So the rest of the return people I'm going to talk about are just kind of like a wait-and-see, like a long shot kind of thing. But let's not ramble on too much here. Number 2 is Ronda Rousey. So Ronda Rousey has basically left the WWE. She left after last year's WrestleMania because she was going to start a family. Well, she hasn't done that yet, so it's possible that she could come back for a few months. I mean, it would just be a few months because we have Rumble in the end of January and we have WrestleMania at the beginning of April. She could come back, do some shows until WrestleMania, and then go off and do her thing again because she's not pregnant yet, so she could technically do it. I don't know if she's wanting to do it. All I know is she has a contract with the WWE saying that she's a women's wrestler. She's a wrestler for them, so she has to wrestle because she has a contract. So basically, I don't know if it's possible. I mean, I guess it's possible. I don't know. I think it's more up to Ronda Rousey than anyone, so we'll just have to wait and see what she does. But there's been rumors going around for absolutely like months that Ronda Rousey could be a possible entrant for the Royal Rumble, for the Women's Royal Rumble, and possibly win it. To maybe have that one-on-one match with Becky Lynch finally at WrestleMania. We don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see. But Ronda Rousey is a possibility. It's kind of a long shot, but it is a possibility. So Ronda Rousey is number 2. All right, guys, number 1. Oh, gosh. You know, I'm going to do something that kind of pisses off all the viewers, even though it's kind of smart to do it this way. Before I get into number 1, I'm so sorry to do it this way, I'm going to do some promoting. So if you guys want to help support the channel outside of YouTube, there's 2 different ways you can do so. First off, if you enjoy the videos, you can support the channel with one of the merchandise items from my merchandise store. There's a link down below for those interested. I don't want to ramble on too much about the merchandise store. The second way you can support this channel outside of YouTube, if you guys are looking for tickets for the Rumble or WrestleMania or anything, doesn't have to be wrestling related. If you're looking for a ticket to go to anything in the world, SeatGeek has you covered, and yours truly has you covered with a discount code. Just use my last name, code Hodge, and save yourself 20 bucks off your order on SeatGeek. So definitely use that code. It's for first-time customers only, so if you've used SeatGeek before, technically, definitely shouldn't be saying this, you can just make a new account and use my code anyway. But anyway, let's move on to number 1. I'm sorry to split it up like that, but it's smart from a business aspect to do it that way. But number 1, as you can guess, and this is probably a lot of people's number 1, what would be the most shocking return they could do for the past few years? What would shock you? Who could come out that would shock you the absolute most? It's not too much of a long shot this year as it was like in previous years. You guys already know who I'm talking about by just leading up like this. Number 1 is CM Punk. CM Punk. So he left the WWE, what was it, like 5 years ago. Just frustration with like management and medical, and he was just in a kind of a bad place or whatever. Left the WWE, kind of exposed a lot of the shady stuff that was happening with the medical in WWE, kind of called out WWE publicly and all that crap, and it was kind of like a back and forth, and then like Vince apologized to CM Punk on the podcast, which it wasn't sincere or whatever. But there's been like a lot of series of events that have done everything in the CM Punk in WWE. It's like a brick wall. It felt like that wall was never coming down, but it looks like that wall is turning to crumble. Because what has happened this past year is CM Punk is now a host on a WWE show on Fox. But there's some technicalities. CM Punk doesn't work for WWE. He works for Fox, but at the same time, he's kind of like forced to bring himself back into wrestling because he has to know what he's talking about when he's on the show. So he actually watches WWE now. He talks about it. He can talk all the smack he wants because he's not employed by WWE or anything like that. But maybe if they could come to some kind of deal, like he's around people who work for WWE constantly while he's there, maybe like somehow that bridge is starting to be rebuilt brick by brick, and maybe, just maybe, we don't know if it's going to be this year or not, but it's the thing that would surprise fans the most. Maybe, just maybe, they've worked out a deal and CM Punk will return at the Royal Rumble, number 30 or something. I don't know, but that would be the biggest return they could possibly do. So there you guys have it. Those are some people I think that could return to the Royal Rumble. Some of them are probably going to happen. Other ones are kind of a way out long shot. But if you guys could see into the future, who do you guys see returning? Like, who are some wrestlers you guys want to see to return to the WWE? Let me know down below. I'm always down there reading comments, replying to you guys and stuff like that. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like it. Brand new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Remember, subscribing is absolutely free. Turn on the little bell notification thing to know when I have new videos. I'm having new videos every single day here on the channel. And I think that's basically all I had to talk to you guys about today, and hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know down below. I'll be down there replying to you guys. I've already promoted everything, so I guess the only thing to do is to end the video and get ready for tomorrow's video, because there's a video every day, and I absolutely love it. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. I am Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.